What's going on, you guys? Welcome to another video. This one is going to be part 2 of the My Story video. And if you haven't seen that one, I highly recommend watching that first. But this is basically just going to be explaining how I recovered and how I got out of the mindset and mentality that I had before. And if you're new here, my name is Dana. I make lifestyle videos. I will be making travel videos, a little bit of workout videos, just a little bit of everything. So if that is something that interests you, definitely consider subscribing. And yeah, let's just get right to the video. So just a quick little disclaimer, I am obviously not a eating disorder specialist, I am not a counselor, I'm not a life coach or anything like that, and all the advice that I'm giving you is just based on personal experience and what has worked for me. So if you are someone who is seriously struggling right now, I highly recommend seeking professional advice. But if you are someone who doesn't get triggered easily, definitely continue watching and maybe these tips will help you out along your journey. Number 1 is to seek professional advice if you need it. And I am saying this from a place of love because I know when I was struggling the most, people reached out to me all the time asking if I was talking to a counselor or anything like that when they knew that I was struggling, and I was just so stuck in my own ways, and I was sure that I'd be able to fix myself, and I was sure that I'd be able to recover, and I was sure that I wouldn't need professional advice. But when it comes down to it, you are not in a place where you can make this decision most of the time, and you have to just accept the fact that you may not be able to fix yourself. You have to accept the fact that you may need outward help and professional advice in order to fully recover, because no one wants to live a life in a disorder, and you want to live your life fully recovered and life after actually like being able to actually live and eat and stuff like that, and not be stressed out all the time and not be stressed about your body. Like, that is such a relieving feeling. And like I said, if you need help, just go reach out for help. Even if you don't feel like you need help and you think you can fix yourself, still reach out for help, because I can guarantee you aren't going to lose anything from it. You are only going to gain a bunch of knowledge and maybe some advice, and you are going to start living a better life. Number 2 is to stop comparing yourself to others. This is a really common thing, and I'm sure we all have our own like role models and stuff and people that we look up to, and maybe they are body goals, if that's what you want to call it. But stop comparing yourself to others. You are on your own journey, and what someone else does may not work for you, and someone else's story and life story and stuff like that is not yours. So own your story and know that you cannot compare yourself to others if you want to get better. You have to just work for yourself and figure out what you need to do. Listen to your body, listen to your mind and your soul, and figure out what you need to do to get better and recover. Tip number 3 is to stop body checking. I used to do this all the time, where I would wake up first thing in the morning, and it would be a habit, and I'd wake up first thing in the morning, go to the bathroom as I'm pulling my pants up, look at my stomach, and then I would go to wash my hands and look in the mirror and lift my shirt up and pinch my skin. And it was this constant cycle, and it did not help me in any way. I can guarantee it won't help you in any way either. So just stop doing it. It is a habit. It is something that you create, and you have to break it yourself, and you have to force yourself not to do it, and you have to start consciously noticing yourself doing it, because at first it is a subconscious behavior, and you may not realize you're doing it until you actually take note. So now that you are watching this, if you are someone who struggles, maybe see if you can pay more attention and take note as to whether you are doing this as well, because it is not going to help you in any way. You are going to look at yourself, and especially if you are not very comfortable with your current body, you are going to feel worse. You are probably going to end up restricting, which is going to lead into a binge. Number 4 I have for you guys is honor your cravings and listen to your body. We all have cravings, and typically they have a further message, and a lot of the times that has to do with nutrient deficiency. So if you are having cravings, listen to them and really analyze them. And if, for instance, let's say you are craving chocolate a lot, maybe you need more fat in your diet, or maybe you are low in magnesium or something like that. But really take note of your cravings and look deep into your cravings and see what the potential cause of these cravings are. If it's because you're restricted, well then that is one thing, but if it's because you are deficient in some sort of nutrient, then that is another. So just look deep into it and figure out what the root cause is of it. So tip number 5 is to keep yourself full throughout the day. So don't restrict, don't go through long periods where you feel hungry. I would always recommend to have at least 3 large meals and then a bunch of snacks throughout the day, just to keep your stomach full and satiated, and that way you won't have cravings, that way you won't feel the need to go ravenous on anything, that way you won't binge or anything like that. So those are my 5 tips as to things that really helped me along my recovery journey. Not saying they are going to help for you. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, maybe they will resonate with you, maybe they won't. This is just based on my personal experience and what I did in order to free my mind from food and to gain food freedom and to gain my life back and to stop binge eating. So if you found this helpful, definitely give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until the next one, I'll see you guys later. Bye.